So you probably went through this. Your product is selling, your product is working, you're selling your products and services, but then when you're trying to advertise, it becomes really, really, really hard. Maybe you or somebody in your team puts together a Facebook campaign or a Google campaign or a YouTube campaign, and it doesn't do anything for your business. So let me explain to you, let me tell you a couple of ways that you can make your advertising better so that they actually start working for your business. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hernan Vazquez here. Welcome and thank you for spending some time with me. Now, what I want to share with you guys is a little bit about why I think most advertising campaigns do not work. Specifically when it comes to paid advertising campaigns online or through the internet. How do you actually make them work? But let me tell you a little bit of a story. So a couple of weeks ago, I was in Nashville, Tennessee, attending this conference called Funnel Hacking Live. And it was pretty cool. You know, there was a lot of networking, a lot of value involved in that conference and whatnot. And when I got there, one of the reasons why I went there is because I knew that Frank Kern was speaking on stage. Not a lot of people knew, but I kind of, I had privileged information, if you would. So it was pretty cool. So I say, hey, I was getting an award. I was getting the 2 Comma Club Award, which is an award that ClickFunnels gives away. But also I was there to see Frank speak. And something that happened, which was super, super cool, is that there was just a handful of people. This was a big conference. This was like 4,500 people, attending that conference. And there was just a handful of people that knew actually that Frank Kern was going to be on stage. It was myself and probably a couple of other people that have been following him around for a while. So it was pretty cool because nobody knew. And when he came on stage, everybody blew up. Like the entire place, the entire building blew up, right? With goodwill and with the stuff and with excitement about seeing what Frank Kern had to say about marketing and digital marketing in general. So that was pretty cool. And it was really enlightening for me to see how when somebody, hop on stage, somebody that I really admire, but he hopped on stage and the building blew up. Everyone went crazy and everyone loved his presentation. And the reason why he was able to do this, and this is something that he mentioned on stage, was the fact that he has been putting out goodwill on the marketplace for the past 20 plus years. So that is something that to consider when it comes to advertising online. So the reason why a lot of advertising campaigns do not work right off the bat, or for the entrepreneur that is putting them together, it doesn't work. It's maybe one of a couple reasons. Number one, it's because you're comparing the performance of your advertising campaigns with your organic results. What do I mean? You have a presence, you have a business, you have an online store, an offline store, and maybe you're getting traffic from social media to your online store, or maybe you're getting referrals, right? Word of mouth, which is still the best type of advertising that you could ever do. And what happens is that you get a lot of referrals, you get a lot of these people coming to you, and people come with this notion that they already know who you are. They trust you and they like you. That's why they're doing business with you. But when you're advertising, what you're basically doing is you're targeting with your messaging, with your videos, with your ads and all of that stuff, you're targeting people that haven't heard about you. They do not know who you are. Thus, they behave a little bit differently than people that do not know who you are and they're there to do business with you. So if you're trying to compare them, if you're trying to compare paid advertising with organic advertising, you're going to be disappointed heavily. The reason why is because usually, for the most part, organic traffic, organic people, coming through the door, coming because of referrals and whatnot, they tend to convert much, much higher than paid advertising. But that doesn't mean that paid advertising doesn't work. It means that it takes longer for it to work. So for instance, one of my companies, Semantic Mastery, we just launched a product 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the product went really, really well when it comes to the internal launch, meaning we sent a couple of lists to our emails, we posted on a couple of our Facebook groups and all that good stuff, and people, they respond really well. We tested with our internal audience, and usually whenever we test something with our internal audience, that is our testing ground for us to determine if we're going to go out there to the marketplace. And it worked really, really well. It was a product, it's a digital It's a digital product. It's called 2X Your Agency, and it's really powerful, right? But now what we're doing is we're kind of switching gears. We're kind of switching our caps. We change our hats from the organic guys to the paid media guys, and now we're trying to make the funnel work. We're working on it, right? And again, the reason why is because you want to build that rapport, you want to build that familiarity, if you would, with people that do not know you so that they can start trusting you and they can go out there and buy your products and services. So the way you make it work, it's actually pretty simple and pretty easy. What you need to do is quote unquote emulate what happens in a daily transaction. So for instance, if you're trying to make your advertising work, you need to do two things. Number one, you need to put out content in a way that makes people know, like, and trust you, right? Like Frank Kern, or later on, I saw Tony Robbins also on stage, and people go insane with Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins has been doing this for the past 25 years. So if you think about it, he's been putting out content for the past 25 years, and that is something that we as small business owners, we still need to do. So Russell Brunson, another example. Russell Brunson, he's the owner, one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels, and he's been doing this for quite a while, so he's been putting out content as well. So if you want to make advertising work, what you need to do is to put out content that really helps your marketplace. The reason why is because that is the closest that you can get to something that is more organic, when people come to you through referrals and all that good stuff. And number two, what you need to do is to keep on running your advertisement. What I mean is that people that know the value of ads, they keep on running it. They're not working right now, keep on tweaking it, but do not stop them. They might not be getting results right now. Keep on running them. Keep on running them, because advertisement gets better through time. That means that the more people see you, the more people know who you are, the more inclined they are to make and do business with you. Coca-Cola is still advertising, McDonald's, big brands, and they are worldwide known. Why would they be advertising if advertising wasn't effective? So it is effective. You need to keep on doing it. And number three, you need to stop comparing apples to oranges. What comes organically usually is great, it's really, really powerful, but it's not scalable. If you want to scale, if you want to start playing the big boys play, then you need to start advertising. And advertising traffic, cold traffic that comes through advertising usually has a different logic, a different mentality that the traffic that comes through organic means. So if you're crushing it on the organic realm, if you're getting referrals, if you're getting Google organic searches, if you're getting all of this organic social media traffic, that is great, that is fantastic. But something that you need to know is that when you start advertising, your numbers will look a little bit worse, but it's so much worth it, because otherwise you wouldn't be targeting and reaching all of those people that you're reaching right now with your advertising. So with that being said, I want to invite you to download my free Facebook ads cheat sheet. There's going to be links around here so that you can download it, and it's completely free. It will show you how to create, quote unquote, what I call the perfect Facebook ad. And if you're into that type of stuff, you can use it yourself. You can give it to your team. It's really, really powerful. It has allowed me to write advertising and write ads that have generated hundreds of thousands of leads across several industries, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, feel free to post a comment somewhere around here. Leave us a review, subscribe, share this with somebody that needs to see this, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye-bye.